Okay, so today we're going to deepen our relationship with our body by giving ourselves a foot rub. It's really awesome, actually. Okay, maybe you're like, ew, who wants to do it by myself? I don't want to give my own self a foot rub because then I'm having to put the action in. And already, even there, we are learning some things, right? We're already deepening and understanding how we feel about even pleasurable things, like giving ourselves a foot rub. Yeah, when it pertains to our body and, do you want someone else to do it, or are you okay doing it? Does it feel great and luxurious? Do you like that part of your body? Like, I like having my feet rubbed, or you don't like that? That's already giving us feedback. But my goal is, to do something like a foot rub that can be pleasurable. And your feet, you use them all the time. They're your base, they're your roots, they're your structure in so many ways. And so give them some attention, give them some thanks, touch them. And how do you like to be touched? I feel like there's a lot of metaphors that can be played with here. When you're rubbing your feet, what do you notice? What do you like? Do you just like the presence of warm hands on the feet and that's enough and that feels nice and grounding to you? Or do you like more? And, again, is it just presence? Is that something that speaks about you? You just like presence more so than the overstimulating additional stuff? Or when you do, or do you like the more? And what do you like? Do you like light touch, heavy touch? Do you like really deep work that feels like you're working out the kinks in there? That really can border on, painful or tender, but in a good way, because it feels like you've got these sore feet muscles and you're helping things out? Or do you like a really light touch that just, is almost like scraping your nails over it, because that's what you prefer and that feels more soothing, and you're not into the structural sort of feeling like you're working kinks out? That's like too much and overkill for you, like overdoing it. Instead, you just want the really light fingernail scratching stuff? Or is there one spot on your foot that feels the most interested in being touched? And what spot does that correspond to in reflexology? Maybe it's your heart, maybe it's your eyes. And what might that say? Play with the metaphors. You don't have to believe in any of them, but you can play with them. You can experiment. You can ask yourself, so if it corresponds with your eyes, what does that mean? Is there some metaphor there about the way that you're seeing things lately, or the way that you see things needs some massage, needs some soothing? You've been seeing things in a very harsh way lately. Who knows? Play with it for what it's worth and what it can offer you and how it can deepen, and toss it. As always, toss it if it doesn't work. Don't get stuck in that needing to be anything. This is also interesting to note. Do it a couple days in a row and see how it changes, because it may just represent your mood today. Maybe today you're already overstimulated, and so you just really want the light touch and just the palm rubbing kind of thing, or friction for warmth. But maybe tomorrow you are feeling differently, and you're in a more gung-ho mood, and you're more about getting some things done and structure and personal growth. And so maybe you want the more knuckles and deep massage that are getting the structure of your feet aligned, or getting the real soreness worked out, and that's kind of what you're going for that day. Or maybe you just have a tendency in general, I never like that structural stuff. I do not like the deep stuff. And that, could give you information. Is that kind of how you tend to be? And it may be just the opposite. Sometimes we're opposite. Maybe it's no, actually, I am full throttle in my life every day, and that's why I never like those deep massages. I like the really soft stuff in that department. All right, cool. Interesting to know, right? Interesting to ask the questions and deepen with yourself, with your body, especially through your body, because you're, using your body as this vehicle to give you so much more information, and getting to know your body too. Even just for the information of Do you like your feet rubbed? How much love do you give your feet? How much respect do you give them? And, you know, how do you like that touch? How do your feet like to be taken care of? And what more can you discover there and ask questions about? So see how it goes.